This is going to be a super quick stream. I decided not to be phased by any crazy thing happening right now. I had all my X notes up and slides and stuff pulled up, and then X decided to slides and stuff pulled up, and then sorry, I X decided to pull the whole authenticate your page thing, so I can't even click through this stuff fast enough. Maybe I'll try to do it over here, but I think every time you authenticate and you go back, it doesn't keep the same link up that you were looking at. But anyway, I'm just talking about important stuff. Maybe that's a sign. So one of the reasons I came on is mainly because this here Bitcoin is at. Let's pull this up 7 days so you can actually see it. Got to zoom out whether the price is going up or down. So zoom out here. We're here at 80K yesterday, right? Excuse me. We were here 80K yesterday, and so now we're at 85,000. So there's a lot of people been trying to copy what I'm saying. Like they don't know what they're talking about. I let people go and say what they're gonna say, so they can't backtrack after. So now everybody's talking about buying altcoins because one person said it, now everybody's doing it. People in the space is not original at all. They just copy one another, especially when they don't know what's going on. But anyway, so I'm still going off the pattern that I was looking at. Right now, we only have one point where things match up. So I'm not gonna go like Mr. Alpha, like, oh, see, I know exactly what I'm talking about. We only hit one point right now, but I did call it a week early. And what I can say about that is it wasn't like a minor retrace, like that was an actual dump. So the dump actually lined up, and so I'm expecting everything else to line up. This 80K to 85 pump. How do I say this? I don't care about it. I don't think it's going to last. Because of the way the pattern is set, going too fast. Am I going too? I think I'm going too fast. Yeah, I'm going too fast. Well, no, let me just go ahead. Whatever. So anyway, 80 to 85. I don't think this is going to last because of the way the pattern is set up. It doesn't show any too much happening between now and the end of the month. So between now and the end of the month, of course, you're probably going to get some good prices on some things. You'll probably get some good prices on things because with the prices have fallen, because we did have, it was a pretty good drop in Bitcoin. But I don't expect anything else to happen. And I know you're probably saying, well, what do you mean? We was just at 80K, now we're at 85K. I mean, I'm just going off the pattern. I'm sticking to it or whatever you gotta, which is something I wish I'd done earlier. Sometimes we all get kind of moved by how the market's moving, what's going on. It's either you got to stick to a plan and or whatever. So I'm gonna stick to it. I don't see much happening until now. And the problem with that is, if I'm going off this pattern and the pattern works as it's been working so far, if the pattern doesn't show anything happening, that could be just regular retail or other people trying to pump the market up, because in their mind, you do buy capitulations. Like, all right, it just dumps. All stuff is at good prices. A lot of stuff is at good prices where you can buy it right now. So this might be people trying to buy the dip or whatever. But the problem with that is if the liquidity becomes low at any point, we're headed into the weekend. If the liquidity becomes low at any point, they could try to pump it all they want. But if the whales and the powers that be don't want it to pump, then it's going to dump back right down. As far as the pattern I'm looking at, I don't see any like planned dumps, like as far as a dump. But like I said, if it's sideways action, there's low liquidity, and one little piece of bad news comes out or whatever, it could dump. But I feel like it's going to be like chill mode in between. I see a lot of people saying copying each other because that's what they do. Everybody's saying, I see it going to 72K. Then the next person says it because somebody else said it. Then the next person said, and everybody's just repeating the same thing and trying to act like it came out of their mind because they did some research and looked at the charts. And this is all BS, man. I can't stand this space if I'm being honest. So much unoriginality. Everybody just pretending. Nobody does their own research. They depend on one or two people to do it and everybody just copies it. So anyway, not to say it can't drop to 72K, but if you see people saying that, they all just repeating it because somebody else said it. But I see stuff pretty much sitting sideways. But The dump played out. What I can say is, as I've been saying, in the long term future, though, I still see the market going up from here. I know a lot of people are getting bearish. They're getting tired of it. They can't handle it, especially if they're coming from stocks. This is not what they was looking forward to see. So if you're coming from stocks, you're probably losing your mind off 20, 25% dips or whatever, But I think we'll be fine from here. I probably still say all that last, but I said it first or whatever. But let me go to my notes. Um, Oh, and this is something I've been saying for months and months. You see a lot of real projects coming out now because, I mean, at some point, even though I keep saying that a lot of people shouldn't, especially on the bigger channels, shouldn't not have been talking about the 4 year cycle because the powers that be are watching the bigger crypto channels to see what we're thinking, and they're gonna use what we think and what we think we know against us. But because of that, and everybody's still sticking by it, people feel like, okay, we got to start marketing sometime soon. So last year, as I was saying, nothing was really supposed to move. The things that moved were the projects that got made up out of nowhere, whether it was meme coins or AI agents. So as that stuff began to run, the people were like, well, we're not going to waste our marketing dollars and whatever else. We want to wait till the parabolic run comes. So you see a lot of the good projects that I say, utility projects that have really been working on stuff. You see a lot of little marketing stuff coming out, maybe some influencers or Coles talking about the projects or whatever. So some of that stuff is going to start ramping up soon, but I don't really expect any big moves. I could be wrong. I don't care, but I'm going to stick to my plan. I don't see any big moves coming soon. So you can do with that information as you will. Maybe you just want to hold your stable coins on the side and wait for stuff to start moving. Um, we're still working on I can't go to explain how you line up the pattern. It's real simple. He did it simple when he did it in hindsight, but there's a couple of patterns, and right now the reason I'm sorry, let me say this: the reason why I could see that dump coming because pretty much all the patterns kind of lined up for that dump, and then the next move is to figure out which pattern that we feel like they're using. I think I know. I think we both think we know, but what am I saying? Oh yeah. So in what I'm thinking is I think there's going to be a relief rally soon. And I want to say get bearish, but I don't know how long that's going to last. And I'll come back and talk about this stuff, but I won't be talking about this on the channel much. I'll be just probably talking about it inside the group after a while because yeah, whatever. Um, but yeah, as of right now, I'm expecting this to kind of be sideways for a minute, at least for the rest of the month. Um, Once again, I said, yeah, so you see the market pumping, and especially if it's on low liquidity, don't expect it to last. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Another thing I'll say, I see a lot of the banks. I mean, I've been know if you've been watching the channel forever, all the banks saying all the negative stuff, especially the J.P. Morgans, um, and Bank of America and all these people. Now they all trying to say little slick positive stuff about crypto. As I said all the time, sometimes you're further in than you know. And we know the BS games they've been playing by now, but regular people don't know. People on the outside, the people who think XRP is going to do a 500x from here, they don't know this stuff. But yeah, I think we're going to be fine from here. That's all I really want to say. Because I know everybody's putting bullish stuff, and then everybody changes. They change bullish when everybody changes bullish, but then it's been bearish. I'm trying to be the different person, not on purpose, just for the sake of being different. But I know it's just everybody putting out these bearish thumbnails and all this stupid stuff. And Frank, they don't care how it makes you feel. They don't care about scaring people out the market. People are already fed up as it is, so you don't want to come to YouTube and people just feeding that or whatever. A lot of people will be scared out of the market. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't save everybody. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to help the couple of people I can help along the way. And that's all I really can do. I got some notes on here that I don't understand. I shorthanded it. I should not have. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say. I'm not going to make it a long stream for no reason and stretch it out. But yeah, and make it short enough for you to go back and look into. So, in short, yeah, if you see some projects that you feel like have dumped down quite a bit and you want to go ahead and get an allocation, then you can do that. You can DCA into that, but I still feel like it could be sideways. And like I said, if it is low liquidity, and if they do decide to pull something as we continue to, as he and I continue to look at the chart and the pattern that we're looking at, could there be another dump coming? Not that I really see. I just feel like it's going to be sideways until the up, but you never know. And I haven't looked at liquidity on this pump, to be honest. So I'm not going to lie and say I have. I know the whole gimmick is to come to your channel, act like you looked at everything and you know everything, and you reading the charts and your chart reading guru. Like a lot of people have been trying to fake it lately, but I'm not gonna do that. So I said the information I have to say. So all I have to say. But like I said, after a while, I do come and talk about this on the channel because I know a lot of people are getting bearish information. It can scare them out of the market. And they're wondering what's going on. And I'm also not trying to give people false hopium. I'm not trying to be Mr. Positive, moon boy, any of that stuff. I'm just trying to say stuff how I see it. So that's why I'm talking about it now. But as the cycle goes on, I have said plenty of times, like, yeah, a lot of us can win in this cycle, whatever, but I'm not going to be putting all the information on the channel. I will keep some of that for the group or whatever. But I feel like right now, pretty much, it is just the group watching and a couple of moles who are going to go back and take this information like it's their own. Um, yeah, but I'm just, unoriginality is one thing that really just annoys me. So if y'all don't get that by now. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an 11-minute stream. If nobody has any comments, questions, and concerns. Oh, wait, let me say one more thing. Let me say this. I was supposed to say this. I told you I got off course because the Twitter made me do they trying to make me do the authentication thing. I don't know why I got locked up my Twitter. So all my articles disappeared. But one thing I did, I took a picture. Let me pull up this picture. And I want to repeat this of this tweet. And in the meantime, if you want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. But I got a picture of this tweet. And this is pretty much just something I've been saying before. And I'm not trying to say I told you so, but whatever. Kobisi was talking about. It says something doesn't add up here. The difference between non-farm payrolls and the household survey was a whopping 739,000 jobs in February. Friday's job report showed 151,000 non-farm payrolls were added in February. Meanwhile, 588,000 Americans lost their job last month, the second highest drop since 2020 pandemic, according to the household survey. The whole household survey is a closely followed metric, as it only counts workers once, even if they have multiple jobs. All while 385 people left the labor force last month, suggesting Americans' confidence about the labor market is deteriorating. So what's happening here? This does not add up or make sense. This is what I was saying the other week. I know I got a little passionate, and I look. Even my lady looked at the stream. She's like, "You seem mad," but she said to other people, but she knows that I'm just passionate. Even though I was saying this is stupid, they've been playing us or whatever. It's just I'm a passionate person. So, but anyway, that's what I was saying. I said they're gonna lie to you, and that's what people do. They look at the numbers and they just make up the numbers when they need to make up the numbers and give you a reason why the market is pumping and dumping. That's what they'll do. So what he's pretty much saying that he doesn't want to say. He's like, somebody's lying. Is what he's saying, and that's why I keep saying all of this stuff is just a bunch of lies. I mean, whatever it is, job numbers, unemployment, CPI, PPI, all this crap that people, try to use or whatever. They're using what you think you know against you, and that's really. I pulled up this tweet, but it wasn't the only one. I saw about 8 of them where people saying, this does not make sense. This doesn't seem true. Is this a typo? What's going on here? And that's what I was saying the other week, man. It's just all BS, man. I know, uh, as I always say on my channel, y'all probably think I'm a conspiracy theorist or tinfoil hat, whatever you want to think. But after you start seeing certain information, it's ignorant if you don't change your point of view based off new information that you're getting. And so the thing, I think a lot of people get offended by finding out that somebody has bamboozled them or tricked them, and their ego won't let them admit it. We all been there some time or another in some type of way when you feel like, when you figure out somebody's been playing you, and then you get upset about it, but your ego doesn't want you to realize. But like I keep saying, all this stuff is the Truman Show, man. And I'm not the only one saying it. People won't say it as clear as I'm saying it, but they keep saying stuff. This doesn't make sense. What's going on here? I thought this was supposed to happen. Weren't we supposed to pump? Why are we dumping? This doesn't make sense. This is good. This is bad. Even to the point where I see people saying, they're saying I've seen this so many times. It's like, oh, this golden cross is coming. And the other one is like, this indicator here never fails. It's never failed since crypto began, and you see all of them fail, all of them fail, all of them fail, and they just keep failing and keep failing. And it's because I keep saying they're using what you think you know against you. They know everything that you know, and if they see you talking about it, they're going to do the opposite. So that's where we're at. I'm continue following this pattern. I'm not saying don't buy right now, but I see this could be in sideways, and it could potentially, I want to say dump, but it could retrace. I don't think any dumps are coming from what I see, whatever. But I'm kind of chilling to the end of the month and watching the projects as they get ready to TGE and figure out what's going on. Of course, we got some other projects that we need probably pump first, but if you still got Dropout on the side, you can pick up some of these other new projects, whatever. But for right now, I'm kind of chilling. This will be a waiting game, even after the relief rally. Not even going to say where I see that happening, because it's probably going to be a little surprising to most people. I'll let the people try to figure it out, because they're going to try to say it back on their channels and say the wrong thing. But it's still going to ultimately be probably a waiting game, more than people want to. But you just got to hang in there. Hang in there, survive is all I can really say. Anyway, patreon.com/cryptozo. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you don't let the market make you too upset. Control your emotions and all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you next time.